I really didn't prepare anything to say, but I've been talking so much to media every single day since I arrived. I may have be able to wing this. Not normally very good at talking in public groups like this, but for me, this whole thing started when I was 22 years old, and I found out about this town of Phil Campbell, Alabama, watching Hee Haw. And they had said, howdy, the folks at Phil Campbell, Alabama. I'm like, what is that? And we ran to the roadhouse, me and my college roommates of mine, and sure enough, there was a town with my name. And it just became this obsession, this strange, weird obsession and relationship. Because once I visited the town and found out that the city clerk at the time, Alice Vandiver, had kept a file folder of all the Phil Campbells who'd been through Phil Campbell, Alabama, I announced on the spot right there, I am bringing back all the Phil Campbells. And so later, the very next week, it was like, you know, this miracle or something, but I found a published phone number, like a list, a directory of American Phil Campbell's published phone addresses. We did that. We did an American Phil Campbell Convention in '95. That was the best we could do with the resources at the time. But I just want to think about it because it's like, it was the idea that planted in my head. Like, I was, you know, it was young and kind of shy and really wasn't something proactive in a lot of ways. And here I was, I sent letters to Phil Campbells around America, and I somehow, just out of one letter, persuaded Phil Campbells from California, from Colorado, from New Hampshire, from all over the South to meet me here. And it had such a left such a deep impression on me that, like, a good idea could get people to do something. And that stayed with me, you know, for years. And it you know, gave me a lot of confidence in a way that if it hadn't happened, I wouldn't have had it. So over the years, I kept telling, even though I lost touch with people at Phil Campbell and the other Phil Campbells, I kept telling the story. Hey, you know, there's a town named after me, and I organized blah, 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 this convention. You know, it's a great way to get people to remember your name. And by doing that, I developed this relationship with this town that's a very strange one, but still, I just kept, it's there. I have this relationship with this town. So when we did it again, when we were deciding to do it again, and I found Australians and English and, you know, Scottish and an Alaskan, you know, we got to do it again, but we're going to make this international. And it was all very exciting. We've been working with the mayor for the past year. We've been coming up with all kinds of ideas what we can do. But then the tornado hit. And I got a call that morning, the next morning after it happened, from Rita Barton, just saying, I don't know if you know this, but the town's been wiped out. And that, you know, it could have been something we could have just left and just said, okay, well, we can't have our parade, we can't do this. I mean, the town's gone. I mean, I don't know what else to do, but it felt like we had to do something because we had this relationship with this town, and all these other Phils, they'd learned to meet. They'd met some of the residents of Phil Campbell, Alabama, over Facebook, over the internet. They were looking forward to this too, and so we had to step up and do something. So it came back to me how I got the other Phil Campbells and Phil Campbell, Alabama back in '95. Well, this time we're going to come back, but we're going to help because they've extended so much hospitality to us. We're going to do something for the town. So we have